Okay, yeah, it's working. Welcome back to another fucking episode of How to Steal a Fucking Train. We're gonna run up the platform here. We're in Glasgow Queen Street, upper level, because there's no lower level in this game, which kinda fucking sucks, but the lower level is like the Nelson Mill. And we're just gonna jump up here. And what train should we be nicking today? Let's see. I'm kind of not feeling it, HSD. Let's do the 395. This is a relatively large train. You don't find these in Scotland. You'll find it in England most likely. But you know, okay, yeah, we can push it back a little bit. Yeah, just push that in there. Magical mate. So this is the 395 SEB. We're just gonna hop into this bitch. Yeah, here's all your AWS. These should be completely normal here, but if they're not, it's just a case of clicking a bunch of buttons. You do need your not a T key for these. You need a master key for all this. Ingabler TMS. Pantograph. Always set that to normal. Make sure it's on normal. Don't put it on emergency. Let's go ahead and take a seat here. Okay, so you have your entire system up here. It all looks very complicated, but you only need some of the buttons. So if I first thing you want to do is set your lights. We set them to day running just for the purpose of that fucking tunnel over there. And down here is where you'll need all your equipment. So you put your master key in there, switch that on. Pull your reverser to neutral. It's going to do a system test. Just let that run. The alarm will turn off automatically. Perfect. You've got your depot whistle. You don't really need that. You've got your wee horn there. I wouldn't play around with that until you're fucking out at the depot, but yep. So over here, this is all your door controls, like there and there. Just look for the 3-step check marker. You'll find your doors. You can door release. That should open up. Obviously, if you get your fan, I don't think you'll need to touch that. You've got your hazard warnings that I'll show you outside. If we step out here, that makes your reds flash. Although you probably won't need to touch that shit. I can't lie. Right, let's turn the hazard warning off. There should be a DSD here somewhere. I don't know where it is in this train though. Oh yeah, so depending on where you are, obviously this is Scotland, we don't run on third rail operation in Glasgow here. We run on up here, which you will have to hold in your CTRL button for a couple of seconds, let that hold in. And then you'll need to turn your pantograph you need to put your pantograph up, which I don't know where the fuck it is. I haven't touched this in a bit. TVM arm up, disarm. You won't really need any of this down here. If the train is off, it's this button. You just hold that in until the system starts up, which obviously you'll hear all the alarms going off. You've got your KVB test. Obviously it tests automatically, but do as you wish. And let's set a path to wherever. Let's set a path to Springburn. I think this is Springburn anyways, but it looks it. We'll go this track over here. Oh, never mind. So this track up here, if it decides. Also not valid. Over here, yep. Is that Springburn? Yeah, it's Springburn platform 1. So yeah, you've got your everything that's neutral. Set that to forward. It'll give you a beep signifying that it's ready. Just wait for your signal to turn green. I mean, you're stealing a train. It probably won't turn green, so you know. That train's gonna go ahead in front of us. Don't pick up this phone because it will contact the signaler, and then they'll be like, "Hey, you stole a train." That's not really good. You might want, that's your cab lights there if you're going through a tunnel, you might want to turn that on. Of course you'll get your blinds, this particular train is very fucking fast. So yeah, maybe be careful, but yeah. There's the DRA. Your DRA should always be set unless your signal screen. So when you walk into a train cab and you set it all up, your DRA should be on and illuminating red. Once your signal changes, you switch your DRA off, and then you can obviously apply traction. Your DRA stops you from applying traction, so if I go to pull this, it won't allow it. And that's the emergency brake. So I'm going to set that to max. I do need to raise the pantograph, so I need to find where to do that. Whoopsie-doo. Depot whistle, closed door interlock. Where is the panto? Looking for the pantograph and this thing's insane. There it is, pan up. So just give that a little bit of a spam it. You can always go, it usually does come up in the system there, but you do, if you don't know how to use the system, just walk outside and look for the pantograph at the back, and that's raised, so you're good to go. Bah, let me in. Turn that, set, take a seat, wait for the signal to change. Of course you'll get your doors closed. If you try to move with your doors closed, it doesn't let you, so just close your doors. Righto tighto. Course non-service, your day. It's my favourite tune to do on the horns, the tones. Yeah, pantograph is up. Okay. We're just waiting on the signal change really. When you apply emergency brake, that alarm will sound. Man, waiting on the signal change is insane. That's because there's a train coming in. I think once that train's in, the signal will change. To be honest, I do like obviously the 385 pack, but it is broken, kind of. There's a lot of aspects to it that are quite shit. One thing I do want to see added though is like just an entire Scotland pack, just in general, just Scotland, the entirety of it. So like Dundee, Aberdeen, Dumfries, all the train stations, all the trains. Seems like something that'd be kind of cool, but like, yeah. Their signal's changed. Switch your DRA off. Turn the brake off. Wait for the braking pressure to go down, which you can see over here. Once that hits 0, we can start to apply power. And we'll start moving. As you can see, the acceleration on this is quite decent, so we'll just bring the power handle down. And off we go. As you can see, I've turned the cab light on just so I can see all the cabin. Obviously it's a bit hard. You really don't want to be overspeeding, but this is just me being a stupid. So obviously you've got your speedometer over here. This measurement is kilometers per hour though, so this is for the actual train line, which is southeastern, I think. and they use kilometers per hour and the channel tunnel, which is what that stands for, channel tunnel rail link, which is why it's not just called pantograph power. That is the AWS. Sounds a bit different to the generic, but that's what it is. So you'll hear the AWS go off in a moment. There it is. You hit your AWS reset there to stop that from sounding. If you pass a red signal, your train will automatically stop. If you don't hit your AWS in time, which I'll do an example just as we pass a signal here, so we won't hit the AWS as we come up here, it will emergency brake for you. That's kind of a safety device if the train driver is incapacitated or whatever, or is unable to hit the brake in time. So, oh, it did not emergency brake for us. Rest in peace. Just come up. So we're on our way up to Springburn. Just hit minimum braking here. Springburn doesn't exist in this game. I don't know if they're actually going to do development for Springburn in this, although it would be a great addition. There we go. We're gonna pass our red signal, so we need to hit the emergency brake. There we go. So yeah, the game's just gonna reset. But yeah, let's replay. What other train should we steal? See, I want to try and get one of the ones with the 156, because the 156 seems like a cool train. Ow. You know what? Let's play a service instead of fucking around. We'll do a service. Let's see. Go back. Main menu. Yeah, quit to it. You know what, I'll turn my microphone off for the service, so it's just like, I'll make a custom one, and it'll just be like the, whatchamacallit, raw.
see something that doesn't look right, speak to staff or text British Transport Police on 61016. We'll sort it. See it, say it, sort it. We'll soon arrive at Haymarket. This is Haymarket. The next station is Linlithgow. Welcome to the ScotRail service to Glasgow Queen Street. Next station is Linlithgow. This is Linlithgow. This train is for Glasgow Queen Street. The next station is Holmont. Welcome to the ScotRail service to Glasgow Queen Street. The next station is Holmont. If you see something that doesn't look right, speak to staff or text the British Transport Police on 61016. We'll sort it. See it, say it, sort it. We'll soon arrive at Holmont. Don't forget to take your belongings with you before you leave the train. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform as you leave the train. is Holmont. Welcome to the ScotRail service to Glasgow Queen Street. The next station is Falkirk High.